Hello, my crafty friends. It's Trisha Clark with Sparkle Farts Paper Crafts, and I thought I would do a little craft along with me today. Paula and I've done a lot of flip throughs, but we haven't really done a lot with craft with me to show you kind of our process and anything like that. So I thought that's what we would do today. I know I've done like one for master boards and just a couple of them, but I would love to do more. I find so much inspiration from watching others craft and their process. That I hope that I can do the same for you and others. I know Paula has done a couple of them, and I'm hoping to make it a more regular thing. So what we're going to do today is we are working on a journal, and I'm using the kit from April Storm Studio, the Tempest Garden. She's released a couple of gorgeous kits, Tempest Garden and Gossamer Garden, and I'm using Tempest Garden today, finishing up this, well, not finishing up, really just getting it started from a decoration standpoint. But this, I did the cover out of two catalog envelopes with some Tim Holtz fabric. And then I've put some lace on the inside as a nice pocket. But look at these gorgeous pages that we're going to decorate today. I've inserted some coffee dyed paper and some music sheets and some vintage ledger and some things like that. But the theme of this is really spring, like think moody, grungy, rainy garden. And a lot of the ephemera is rain gauges and talks about flood watches. And it really reminds me of April showers bring May flowers. And so I'm in love with the teal and the gold. And so I've built two signatures to create two different journals. This one is very rain and home and garden based. And the second one, I don't know when I'll get to it, but the second one is very much, it's got some woodland creatures and birds and more of the nature side of things. And so look, and you'll see more of the images as we add some pockets and whatnot, but the colors are so vibrant and gorgeous. So April, thank you so much for creating such a gorgeous kit for us to play with. So I have several pockets and tucks ready. And so today in this video, all we're going to do is I'm going to add some page edges and we're going to add pockets and tucks. And then I've got some tags to finish up before we can fill them, but maybe we'll do that another day this week. What I have for some page edges here is I've got some different laces, several different laces here. And I've got the black lace on the edges, and then I think I'm just going to do, I think I did 15 pages in here. And I don't want to do every page, but maybe like every third page. How many pages did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Oh, I think I have a 12 in here with a short one. So my thought is I'm going to put the edging on the decorative pages where I'm not going to add other things because I really want the beauty of the pages to speak for themselves. And so we're going to pick out some laces that I got from Two Sister Jam and see, like, I think that looks beautiful with those shutters. So I think I'm definitely going to do this one. And we'll leave that one there while we plan the rest of them. And then this one, ooh, this is tough. Maybe this one just gets, maybe it's not so much that it hangs off the edge, but it gets some of this gold. And I think that's really fun with that umbrella and with that gold on the other side. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, there we go. All right. And we're going to skip a couple pages. And this one, I think we'll do this darker green. I think this one will do this white. And in the middle here, ooh, I don't know. I don't think I have anything with that blue. Now I do have some leftover fabric scraps, and maybe we skip this one and we do this middle one, and maybe I'll sew or glue these triangles. We'll do some fabric scrap stuff where we do something. Like that, maybe? That's kind of fun. And we'll just use that for the middle one and then repeat the laces or something similar on the other side. Here's a better wood one than that. That'd be kind of fun. And then I feel like it needs like a piece of black lace, a thinner black lace that kind of connects them all right there to cover up that seam. All right, cool. All right. Then as we go back through here, I think we'll kind of do the same thing. And I need to find a wide white or off-white. Let's see here. Do I have more of that? Oh, yay, I do. I found more. Now, I really feel like that gold would be pretty there, but my challenge is then when I get over here where that yellow paper is, what am I going to do over here? Unless I can find more of that. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we've got to do one here, don't we? I wonder if I can find more of this in my stash. All right, we're gonna leave that one there because I really like the continuity of that. And then I know we had, whoop, I think we'll do this one here. Oh my gosh, my fingers aren't working. Yeah, that's a great page to decorate, so I don't want to do it there. And then the question is, do we do it on this side or this side? I think, just based on the way, I think it has to go here, and I think that looks really pretty with the green in that dark right there. Let's do that. Our other option is to do black. Do we like the black or do we want the continuity of every other? All right, let's go with this. Put that in here. And then here, this one's, let's see if we can find some more. I need more of that yellow, don't I? I do. Let's see. I feel like once upon a time ago, I had so much of that mustard colored fiber. Did I actually use it all? That would be a miracle, honestly. No, I'm not seeing it. Darn. Well, what am I going to do instead of that gold? I'm shocked that I don't have more of that, to be honest with you. guess we will do more of this one then, won't we? We'll have to, and that's fine. I mean, I think it's going to look really pretty. It's just not the absolute color I would have wanted, but you know what? We're not going to stress about it. Things don't have to be perfect, right? That's what I keep telling myself and what people keep telling me. All right, I think that's enough laces for now. And let's get these glued in so we can start adding some pockets, shall we? All right, we're just going to run this Fabri-Tac right down the edge. And I always put my lid back on the Fabri-Tac because it likes to splooge. All right, is that the right side? That's the right. How do you tell which is the right side up on lace? Like, I literally struggle with this every time, especially this particular lace. All right. Let's just get that right there. And let's find a piece of paper or a scrap, maybe a book page that we can put in between so that our pages don't stick together. Let's do that. There we go. We'll put that down. Where is my book weight? Pardon my reach. Right down the edge here. And I love this particular fiber. I'm really sad I'm out. For the longest time, I was like, I will never use all of this. And how I've managed to get through it all, I have no idea. And I really love, it's an old My Mind's Eye, but I love that it's twisted and that it doesn't always lay flat. I think that adds a lot of texture and fun. And it scrunches up a little bit, and it just, to me, is a really interesting crocheted lace. So, all right, we're gonna leave it like that. Right. Make sure we don't glue it to the next page. Oh no. Oh no, it slid on me, didn't it? And I might need to put a little more glue close to the edge so that it doesn't curl up, because I want to see the lace and not that page edge. But for now, it's fine. Add another book page in here. And all my glue books over here, and the pages. Come on, here we go. There we go. No. You need to behave. Okay, there we go. Now, our next one is here. We just need to tear off a few of these so that we have them. And I can quit reaching across you and blocking your vision of what I'm doing. Okay. Yep, pretty sure that's correct. All right. Okay. That should be fine. It's not oozing out any glue, so that page shouldn't stick. All right, let's do this one. This should go pretty quick now. We're finding our groove, and then we can start adding some pockets and flips and tucks and all the fun junk journal things that are candy for the ADHD brain. We love the interactive pieces of a junk journal. I think that's my favorite part. I'm actually not even a journaler. I leave lots of writing space for others to journal, but for me it really is about the creation of it and then the interactivity of it. I love the treasure hunt through the pockets to figure out what all is in there when I see a junk journal. Okay, and we said on this one, we were gonna do something a little different. So I'm gonna take this glue and I'm gonna lay it like this. And then we'll probably have to come back in and glue in between the layers some where the fabric overlaps. That's fine. But this at least gives us a really good start of getting that edge, and then we can figure out where we want to put any final trim. I think I want more of that like so. Alexa, stop timer. 1 second. Okay. Let's let that dry for a little while before we decide what we want to trim that edge with, whether we want that to be a lace or whether we want that to be paper. And let's add a little glue under each flap here. Oh, I love that edge. That's really fun. Yeah, when you guys trim your corners from making your journal covers, keep all those scraps. They make fun decorations. I think I got this idea from Gail Augustinelli. Now, I'm pretty sure she sews hers together, but I think this will work just fine for me for this one on the fly. I'm going to take out one of those pieces of paper because that glue's had time to dry. There we go. All right. No glue coming out this side. Good deal. All right. Need a little bit more, I think, for that wide lace. Okay. There we go. All right. This one out. That one did stick. Hopefully we don't have any repairs to do there. If we do, so be it. Okay. And then we just have 2 more. And we can start adding all the fun pockets and things I've been making. This one is so hard for me to tell. Maybe it doesn't matter on this one. I think that's what we're going to go with, is maybe that it doesn't matter. There goes the glue stick. It's okay, I don't think we're going to need it. I think we're going to be using our Barely Arts glue and Fabri-Tac from here on out anyway. All right, what do we have? Oh, 2 more, yeah. Okay. And, oh, right. You know what? We can still put a pocket on there if I do that, and it will still. If you're flipping through it, I don't want the lace to be on the underside because then you lose the effect. So we'll do it this way. Pop any excess there. And this is the one that the glue seems to seep through quite a bit and stick to other pages. So I'll try to be careful with that one. All right. Ooh, and it's not even. I can tell it from the other side. Is that better? Yes, that's better. Here we go. Okay. And lastly, we'll do this one. We'll add a few pockets and I'll let you get back to your day, and then maybe I'll come back tomorrow or in a couple of days and do some more. I've got a really busy weekend coming up. It's Friday or Thursday right now, and I have a lot of events going on this weekend, including my son's college senior recital. He's a jazz musician. And so we're headed to Memphis to watch him play. So I won't get a lot of paper crafting time in before Tuesday. Today's probably going to be it. Maybe a little bit tomorrow night. Maybe. Okay, let's put one more piece of paper in here just to keep things from sticking together, and we'll flip back to the front and see how things are doing and add some pockets. Here we go. I can't wait for you to see the cover. I've got some glossy accents drawing on the cover so that it looks like raindrops. And I think it's going to be so pretty. Okay, beautiful. All right. That looks great. We can put a pocket there, there. Trim off these long edges. Go. There we go. All right, cool. Now, what do we have? Let's see how these are doing. Yeah, see, this one just really likes to stick. Are we still sticky? No, we're good. Yeah, we'll leave that there. Okay. Let's see what we have for pockets that could be really pretty on that page. That's a journal card. That's a journal card. That's a journal card. This could be a pocket or a journal card. This is a flip. All right, let's see what we got here. Get rid of this trimmer. All right, let's do some auditioning here. Not that. This could be really pretty. This is a technically, well, it could be a journal card or it could be a pocket. So I do kind of like the look of that one there. We have this flip, which could be interesting and then leave you lots of journaling space. This is light enough that you could journal on it, so we could do that. So far, that might be my top contender. We have this full, nope, that's not the right one, not for that. It's more of an insert, more of an insert. This one flips out this way. And it would have to go on this side because of that tab. Nope, I don't think that's it either. I've got a couple of envelopes. I don't think that's it. No. I have these cute little, and this is also fun, but I do like the idea of leaving that as journaling space. So I think I've made my decision, and I think what we're gonna do, and then you also have the underside of this as journaling space as well. And so I'm just gonna ink this up a little bit, and add a little more character to the bottom. cute. And then we could decorate the underside of this if we wanted to with just a little bird or a butterfly, just to make it a little more fun under here, but you don't have to. All right, we are just gonna glue this. Little flip down right here. And I like the idea that this is something toward the top so that it doesn't get so bulky at the bottom with, you know, I have a tendency to put all my pockets down here. So here's what I mean. You can see the raindrops, the embellishments, or some of the ephemera says torrential rains, flood watch. That's really cute. I like that. Okay. One pocket done. Okay, now what? I think this is another good journaling page. Do we want to do a tuck like so? Slide something in there. Could do that. Don't like the blue there. We could do that. We could do something like that. No, nope, that's not speaking to me either. So let's put the nose over here. We have this fun big pocket that would go like this, and a piece of coffee dyed paper would slide back here, but I think it blends in too much, so that's a no. Blends too much. That could be cute. Okay, that's a maybe. Those are cards. We're not ready for those. Okay. That's a card with the nope, that's a card. And this is a card with the pocket. Like it could be a pocket. No, nope, that's not it either. All right, these are all cards. I know I had more pockets than that. What did I do with them all? These are all my journal cards. Check. Oh, I know I had more pockets than that. All right, let's go back to these then. Yeah, we don't want to do an over the page here, but we could do one of these here. That's kind of cute. Or no, I think I like the idea of a tuck here because then we can just keep it light with a big journal, like a document or a piece of notebook paper just tucked in, and that would allow us to do a big pocket over here without too much bulk. I think that's probably what I want to do unless I decide, yeah, I don't want two bulky pockets side by side, and I do really feel like this needs something. All right, let's do that. This will be a side tuck. And you did it backwards, Trish. Why do you keep doing that? I know the trick is putting your fingers on the side that you don't want glued, and I can't seem to remember to glue on the right side. This is a problem for me. All right, let's do this other. Yeah, I want this side. Back under here. There we go. Yes. And in here, we're just going to put something. We're not filling pockets yet right now. I got to stay focused. It's a challenge for me. It's a challenge for me to stay focused. Okay. On these number papers, do we like a good over the page? Or do we just want to go to the back side? I had one more of those over the page. So, or do we just want a basic pocket? Oh, I kind of like that because I like where it's this torrential rain, storm watchers, then we have millimeters to inches, kind of like a rain gauge, and we can put a tall tag or a journal card in there. I think I kind of like that. A couple of other options are this one that we looked at that has got this big tab, and then you've got a pocket here and a pocket here, and this could be a pocket as well with a daily weather report. Let's see. Or we have these cute envelopes that could be a horizontal belly band. I think that's a no. I think we're gonna do this one over here to spread that out a little bit. Since we have a tuck here, I think we'll do this one here and leave this a tuck and glue it on 3 sides. Then we have 1, 2, 3 pockets. So we're not going to glue it on this side. See, I'm going to get it right this time, you guys. And we'll do it just like that. Okay. All right, so what do we have so far before we get to the middle? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3. I wonder if we should go ahead and go to the other side and take care of those and then fill in. So let's go to that yellow one over here. Was that our first one? Yep, the first one was on the yellow. So then we have this one. Let's see, what do we think? No, not quite the right color, is it? No, I don't love that either. We could do this one that we keep looking at. That's a definite maybe. What was the other one I thought was that I liked? Okay. Let's look at these two. Oh, this has to go on the other side. That won't work. Okay. But that is kind of pretty next to that, isn't it? Bring that gold, really brings that out. And flip that up. And then it's kind of like, because we had a flip on the other side, it sort of balances that out too. And I'm going to do it on 3 sides and leave that as a tuck. And then you've got this tuck as well. Perfect. And we can put journaling stuff inside there. Like a big flip pocket. And I'm going to do it right in the middle. Okay, what was our second one? Second one we had was just 1 page over. And it was this one where we did a tuck, but I think what do we think of that? No. Maybe skip that one for now. this actually, I don't mind this though, because then we can tuck something in there and there. That's not bad. I think I'm gonna wait on that one. I'm not sure. I can't quite get my brain around what I want to do with that one. And then here we did the single side pocket. And if we're not doing, you know what, we are gonna skip that one, because now I think what we'll do to make up for that is do this, because then we've got one on each side and that coordinates really nicely. That's it. All right, so we're gonna do this one. And I'm just going to put a little bit along this edge to keep it from doing any sort of wiggling, and keep it right there. And then we'll do that on the other side as well. And we really only need the two sides on this one. Come on, glue. You're getting all goopy. Come on. There you go. Had to get that little goober out, I guess. It's a little goobery for some reason. That right there. Okay. Oh, those are so pretty. I love these double pockets over the page pockets. This was an idea from Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah on one of her most recent mask makes, I think. I know it's Tina at Shabby Dabby Doodah, but whether it was a new video or an old video, I'm not sure. Okay. So we have those, and then I need to come up with something to attach here, almost like I think I'll do some sort of a page or a pocket that gets glued to both sides. I think would be cool. So that's gonna wait. Here we have pockets here, so it's really gonna be about coming back and decorating these, which I'll do another day. Not gonna do anything here other than something right here. And that's, again, decorating this pocket. Great. And covering our envelope. So yeah, we still have quite a bit to do in here, but this is a good start. All right, I'm feeling like this might just be like a fun collage page. And then we'll put a horizontal belly band over it, maybe. I have a hard time with that particular paper for some reason. But we could look at one of these on here. Actually, that's pretty cute. I was really kind of struggling with that. I think I like this one, and that will be a horizontal belly band, and this pops open for you to add some journaling or a journal card in there. And this just tucks behind that little tuck spot. Yeah, let's do that. Gosh, glue is ridiculous. And then once we get these last couple of pockets in, I'm gonna have to call it a day and go get my stuff done. But thank you if you've hung out with me this long. Thanks for watching and hanging out, and I hope you found it helpful. If there's something that you would like to see more of, or a tutorial on, or a piece that was in here that you're curious about, just let me know in the comments. All right, so let's go to the other side then of that one, and where was it? I'm losing it. Oh, was it back over here and I just missed it? It was, wasn't it? Whoopsie. All right, so this one here. We could go there. No, I don't like that. Do we like this one there like we did the other one? Yeah, I think so. I think that works. And this keeps the journal really balanced, keeps it from getting too bulky at the bottom or the top, or really lopsided heavy. I know when I first started doing these, I would end up being halfway through the journal and I would be out of room because I wasn't looking at both sides of it. And thank goodness to some other YouTube creators for showing me the error of my ways. Come on. Oh, we might need some fabric tack on the side of that one. Yep, since we've got lace there, I bet we do. All right. Gluey fingers. Okay. What pockets have we not used, and do we have a spot for them is my question. Or do I just save them for the second journal, right? Because I have another one to do. Let's see, how many do we have? Oh, you know what? Yeah, nope, we had 1, right? 2, 3. 4. This will be 5. We've got a pocket there, 6. And then over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to add something there. 5. Yep, we're short a couple of things on this side. And this doesn't have a pocket, and this side does. Where are we missing something? Well, I think we'll probably just end up doing a couple of tuck spots on maybe one of these little pieces. And then I know that I'm going to create a pocket or something on the flap of that envelope. So I think that's going to do it for us today. And I have lots of stuff left over for the second journal. And then we also have lots of cards and tags to come back and insert. So I think we've got a really good start on it today. Thanks for hanging out with me. And again, if you're liking the videos, please give a like, leave a comment. It helps out our baby channel so much. And a shout out to April Storm Studio for this beautiful kit. And I will have her, the link to the kit below and her YouTube channel. So thanks again. Have a great day.